Paint splatters on screen revealing a series of images, a woman playing violin, then in a bright pink costume, then in a blind skier penny atop a mountain. The paint drip splatters revealing text in print and braille. Unsightly Opinions.
Hi, welcome to Unsightly Opinions. My name's Tamara. Today I want to share with you the top 10 best things about being blind. It's too easy to get caught up in the negativity of things you can't do or things that are frustrating because of a disability, so I want to share with you 10 amazing things that I think are actually advantages because of my blindness. Let's dive in. Number 1, I can't judge people based on their appearance. I've heard many people and even read studies that say that sighted people make snap judgments about people in the first 1 to 2 seconds of meeting them. I can't make those snap judgments. I can't see what color someone's skin is. I can't see what they're wearing. I can't see what they look like and if they're pretty, ugly, or in between. I have to base my assessment of a person on who they actually are by what they say and what they do. And I think having that open mindset going into meeting someone, not being able to make those decisions about what somebody looks like or what somebody's heritage might be, is a real advantage. Because it leads me to be a lot more open to people and open to what they have to say, because I can't immediately discount them. Number 2, when I run into roadblocks, which happens frequently and has happened for my entire life as someone who has always been legally blind, I know that I can usually overcome that obstacle. I can find solutions and I can find ways to accommodate myself. When people don't have a lot of struggle, they don't develop the skills required to deal with conflict. And I've had a lot of that conflict, so I don't break down and give up. I get creative. I try and actively look for solutions, and I try and find ways to make it work for me, even if it's not perfect. And if I can't solve the problem, I don't give up there. I try and find other people who can help me solve that problem. And that mindset is something I 100% attribute to growing up with a disability. Number 3, I can read and write with the lights off. I can braille, I can type, I don't have to look at what I'm doing. I can't tell you how many nights I stayed up as a child, lights off, eyes closed, pretending I could sleep with a good braille book under the covers. Not to mention, being able to read with your eyes closed is amazing because boy does it help with the eye strain. I know a lot of people at the end of the day hate reading because they say, oh, my eyes are bleary or I can't focus. And I don't really have to worry about that. And that leads to number 4. I do amazingly well in power outages. While I do have light perception still, I can move around my house in complete darkness just as well as I could at high noon. I don't need to rely on visual anchors to orient myself. I can move around my house perfectly fine. I can cook in the dark. I can work in the dark. I don't need lights to be able to function, which I think is pretty cool. Number 5, I get to take my guide dog everywhere. I know this is a salty and a sticking point for a lot of people who wish they could take their dogs everywhere, and even some people who bend the rules to take their pets everywhere. I get to keep my best friend, my guide, my partner with me at all times, and I don't have to feel guilty about it because she loves it. I love having someone else to share my adventures with. Even if it's as mundane as going to an appointment, she loves every minute of it, and it brings me so much joy. Number 6, I never have to be the designated driver. Doesn't matter if it's a long road trip, doesn't matter if we're going out for a night of drinking. I don't drink anyways, but I never have to be the person to drive people home. I know a lot of people hate that task, so the fact that that's something I'll never have to deal with, I'll take that as a win. Number 7, I sometimes get travel or access perks. There are some times when I go somewhere, I travel somewhere, or I'm going to specific events that I get specific perks because of my disability. At some museums, I get to touch some of the artifacts with my hands that other people have to look at from behind a rope. Some people offer discounted or even free entrance. I get free tickets to movies. I get free transit service in Canada. I think those are all fantastic. Number 8, I am a fantastic listener. I can't get visually distracted by what's on the wall behind your head. I can't go staring off into space. Can I zone out? Yes, but I have to rely on my ears so much that I really pay attention when somebody's telling me things. I'm also sometimes a little too good at, how shall we say, it's not people watching, it's overhearing conversations when I'm out and about. Other people watch, I overhear things. I still find it as a means of entertainment to know what's going on with other people. And do I try and do it deliberately? No, it happens. But still, it's something interesting that I think is kind of fun because I'm blind. Number 9, I have a truly unique perspective on life. Less than 2% of the global population is blind or visually impaired, so it creates a really unique perspective to live life by. The way I experience it is not like anyone else. And even when it comes to what I can see, quote unquote, there is not another person on the planet that will see exactly the same way I see. It creates a very unique experience, and I think it's kind of cool. Number 10, I can't see bugs, rats, dirt. I can't judge spaces based on what's in them, so sometimes I think that might be an advantage. I can't see how dirty a public restroom is, or if there's bugs crawling all over the wall, so it's a lot easier to just put it out of my mind and pretend that it doesn't exist. And if you're an arachnophobe, I bet you'd probably be happier not being able to see the spiders around you too. Here's a couple of bonus ones because I think there's a lot of advantages to having a unique perspective on life. Number 11, I think it's easier to have empathy towards people. Because I have experienced significant struggle in my life, I think it's easier to try and relate to somebody or empathize with their situation given my own personal experience. Number 12, I don't have to look where I'm going. I can text, I can be reading a book, I can be focused on other things, and I don't have to watch where I'm going. My guide dog will take me perfectly safely. I can be distracted. Not that it's recommended, but I really don't have to look where I'm going. I have tools and skills which mean that I don't need my eyes to do what everyone else does. And I think that that perspective and those skills are truly an advantage. I hope you enjoyed this video. What are your favorite perks of being blind? I think it's good to sometimes try and focus on what you do have rather than what you don't have. So if you want to share your positives or your perks of being blind, if I missed some, I'd love to hear those down below. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, or checking out some of my other social media accounts, which are linked in the description down below. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.